It is day 11 of Ramadan, and I wanted to share something with you guys. This is my best moments journal. It's kind of like a gratitude journal. I just document the best moment of every single day. I started this on January 1st of this year because 2024 was a pretty rough year for me. There was a lot of things that happened, and I spent it stressed and depressed and just not in the best place. And I didn't want to spend 2025 like that. A lot of 2024 was out of my control, and so there wasn't much I can do about it. But I am a stronger person, and I learned a lot from those experiences. I am in control of my mindset, though. There's 24 hours in a day, and if you have a couple bad things happen to you in those 24 hours, that doesn't make the entire day bad. There's still so many moments that can be good, and I hate to just write off an entire day because one bad thing happened. So even in the worst days where everything feels like it's going wrong, there has to be at least one moment where you're like, this is good. I feel good about life. I'm happy to be here. And that's what this journal is all about, finding that one moment every single day. And some days it's actually hard to choose which moment because there's so many great things that are happening, while there's other days where you have to look pretty hard for that good thing. The world is a terrifying place right now, and there are so many bad things happening that I just want to take a moment out of the day to remind myself that there are still good things. There are good people, there are good experiences, and there are good moments every single day for me. Some of the best moments are really simple. Like just going outside for a walk, listening to the birds, hearing the wind through the trees, and just breathing in some fresh air. That's a great moment. Or getting a text message from a friend just saying, hi, how are you doing? Other moments are a little bit more impactful. Like I had the flu earlier this year, and the first day I felt normal. Not even great, just normal, like the symptoms were gone. Was the happiest day ever. I was so incredibly happy to just be able to breathe through my nose again and to not have a sore throat. You take so many things for granted every single day, and it's just the simplest things that remind you how happy you are to be alive. And I think we forget that a lot. That's one of the major meanings of Ramadan, is to be able to be grateful. Be grateful for water, be grateful for food, because there are so many people in the world that do not have access to those regularly. So when we break our fast at the end of the day with a glass of water, it's the greatest moment in the world. You don't have to make a journal to remind you of these moments, but I like to look back at last week and last month and see what made me smile each day. What brought me joy? One of my favorite moments when I was back in Jordan earlier this year was sitting on our patio, reading a book, drinking coffee, and watching the cats run around me. We went to the Dead Sea one day, and I took a ridiculously long and difficult hike down to the water, but the second I touched the water, it was such a great moment. Even on the worst days, there are still great moments, and I just like to remind myself of that sometimes. What are some of the best moments that you've had lately, if you want to share? I'd love to hear them. It's almost iftar, so I'll see you inshallah tomorrow.